Good day, fellas. Today I would like to talk about the difference between early and mid-game. In today's video I am going to talk about the point where early game ends and where mid-game starts, which events are still worth going for in mid-game, and what the best strategies are for those events. And I will talk about how I manage this free-to-play account and what I would do differently in the future. So there is no definite point where early game ends and mid game starts, but it's somewhere in the area where you get your first imprint 4 hero, your first hyperspace hero, and have 3 to 4 16-star heroes. So that's somewhere the point where your main team is strong enough to hold up, so where you aren't looking out to increase your hero pool too strongly anymore. So basically where you can just start collecting your materials for high-end heroes and artifacts, where you can reprioritize your goals for the future. As for the adventure trip in week 1 after every monthly reset, there are, as I mentioned in my previous videos before, two options. Whereas option 1 is to use as many dice until you reach the 110 adventure badge mark, for which you will get a resource selective chest, and once every quarter year you are able to get those stones you need for acquiring high-end artifacts. So all in all, you can just skip adventure trip, or if you are in dire need of the resource selective chest, you can just do option 1, and when the time comes around and the event with the artifacts is going on, then I would definitely recommend to go for 110 adventure badges, because those artifacts are really, really endgame. As for the Ice World adventure, there's literally not a single reason to do that one anymore. Back then it was to acquire enough 5-star gear sets and to get the hero stone for those normal race heroes to basically form your initial hero pool. But at this point you can just buy the chest for 50 pickaxe, let it convert, and get 9,200 diamonds in return. So that will give you a total boost of 5,200 crystals. As for the other events from this moment forward, I am going to use Heroic Summoning Scrolls and Vault 3 Source of Life only to complete full events. There's no exception. It's so much better to do that. At this point, I really have enough heroes to just roll on through the events and fight everywhere, as in PvP, PvE, and things like World Championship, so that's not a problem anymore. As for the Treasure Chest of Teich, you can still buy the 1k, 3k chest. Those give you 3 Source of Life and a few Heroic Summoning Scrolls. And if it comes around, the 9k chest, which gives you Sacred Emblems and usually a somewhat good Light or Darkness hero. In the Spring of Spirit event, you can use your magic coins to do full rounds. It doesn't really matter to accumulate enough to do multiple rounds, since the rewards are the same. At least they were these last few events, so we will not be sure if they will change the heroes featured in those hero selective chests. But maybe if you really don't need any of those heroes in there, you can just wait till you can do multiple rounds. So there are no ups and downs basically. As for the Spring of Pegasus event, now that I have unlocked the second epic magic coin wheel, I will just do the same tactic. So basically use 20 coins in total to get the artifact, because that one will help you to upgrade your other artifacts, or do full rounds. So basically either 20 a full round, or from the second round again 20, or the complete round. Another thing to save up your diamonds for is the rare event Moon Sanctum, where you are able to exchange your current heroes with enough diamonds to get other good heroes from the same race. So that's really something to look out for, to save up for, and if you manage to do so, then just go for it. Besides that, right now I'm starting to buy these star wheels in market for 1,500 diamonds. Well, it really depends on how many diamonds you have left over. It's always good to keep some in your inventory in case some event comes around where you want to spend those diamonds in. What would I do differently? So in the beginning, I used this account to test a few things to be able to play more efficiently on my main account. So, for example, I bought the new dice, which was released back then in Adventure Trip, to just see if it's worth going for it. And I did a few small mistakes here and there. So if I would do it again, then I wouldn't waste any diamonds anywhere, or at least I would try to. And besides that, I'm actually quite happy with this result. At the moment, I'm in my 8th month and I'm rank 5 in PvP as free to play. That's a really, really big achievement. So basically, those other players which are stronger are like VIP 8 and upwards. Now that the new content story campaign was released, the highest priority changed. So until now, it was get as many hyperspace heroes as possible. And right now, the first Imprint 4 hero is way more important because just by unlocking the starter campaign, you're getting tons and tons of resources from the daily autoloot. And right now, with the starry tree, you need way more stellar shards. So that's something focus on from this moment forward. Obviously, you're still going for hyperspace heroes, and you need lots of hyperspace heroes for the starter campaign as well to progress in there to get even better rewards, but that very first Imprint 4 hero really has the biggest priority. That's it for that video. I will show you the progress of my account in my other video, which I will be releasing anytime soon now. Until then, have a great day. See ya.